JAR Systems Elevate USB-C charging cart is an efficient and powerful solution for classroom charging without AC adapters. Today, we will be covering some simple steps to ensure your cart is ready for charging. These best practice tips and troubleshooting procedures are for the Elevate USB-C charging carts featuring QuickSense USB-C PD charging hubs. For additional information, please reference the product user guide. When the cart is connected to power, the LED lights will change color based on the power draw of the connected devices. When a device is connected to a port and the LED displays the color white, this signifies that the port is ready for charging. When a blue light is displayed, this signifies that the device is charging and is anywhere from 0 to 90% charged. Lastly, when a green light is displayed, this signifies that the device is 90 to 100% charged. Many issues may be resolved by restarting the cart. When encountering any charging issue, complete this step first. Locate the on-off switch on the side of the cart, turn the cart off, and then turn it on to reboot the system. To avoid causing damage to the charging cables or the charging port on devices, it is important to connect devices correctly. The best practice for connecting devices is to ensure that device charging ports are clear of dust and debris and as close as possible to the cart's charging port when devices are placed in the cart. Stretching and straining the cables over long periods of time will increase the risk of cable damage. To avoid wear, be sure to use the charging cable that is directly below the device bay. Some charging ports are not stabilized by metal within the device, so it is recommended to always hold the device with one hand and plug the cable directly into the device port without wiggling the cable. Shifting the cable around while plugging it into devices can cause cable and device charging port damage. When the charging port on a device has been broken, it can cause the device not to be able to receive a charge from the cart. Devices should be powered down before connecting them to the cart to reduce heat from the devices. When closing the door, make sure all loose charging cables are tucked inside the tray to prevent them from being caught in the door. This will help prevent the need to frequently replace cables due to misuse. Locate the external power cable on the bottom left side of the cart. Ensure that the cable is plugged in all the way to the cart and wall outlets and that the power switch is on the on position. If the cart is still not charging and the lights are not turning on, remove the right back panel of the cart. Ensure that the power cables connecting both USB-C hubs to the outlet on the inside of the cart are fully plugged in and connected correctly. Remove the right back panel of the cart. Ensure that the power cable connecting the USB-C hub to the outlet on the inside of the cart is fully plugged in and connected correctly. Once you have ensured that the power cable is properly plugged in, check to see if the issue has been resolved. If the hub is operating correctly, replace the back panel on the cart. If the problem persists, try exchanging the power cable to the hub to ensure that the cable is working properly. If the QuickSense USB-C hub needs to be replaced, begin by removing devices from the cart and locating the tray lid. Each lid may be secured by up to 3 security screws. Remove all screws with the Torx key or a Torx bit and a power drill. Place a screw in the sidewall of the cart to hold the tray open. Remove the old USB-C hub from the tray and replace it with the new USB-C hub. Close the tray lid and secure it using the Torx key or a bit and security screws to lock the cables in place. Plug devices back into the cart and begin charging. If you have an issue with a single port or device, First, ensure that both charging cable ends are fully plugged into the USB-C hub and the device. If there is still no charge, disconnect the device from that port A and plug the device into another port B. If it is still not charging, the issue may be with the device. If the device begins to charge when plugged into another port B, exchange the cable from that port B to port A and plug in the device. If it begins to charge, the original cable from port A is damaged and will need to be replaced. If cables need to be replaced, begin by locating the tray lid inside of the cart. Each lid may be secured by up to 3 security screws. Remove all screws with the supplied Torx key or bit. Once the tray lid is open, the charging cable bracket is no longer secure, and cables can be replaced. To replace cables, unplug the port end and safely feed them through the bracket. Installing cables is reversed. Feed the cable through the brackets, then plug the ends into the ports. Close the tray lid and secure it using the Torx key or bit and security screws, locking the cables in place. Plug powered down devices back into the cart with the charging port side of the device as close to the USB-C port as possible and begin charging. For more information, please reference the user guide and manual or visit our website. For additional assistance, please contact JAR Systems with the cart serial number